It is March 30th, 2016. Livin Large Larry here, Livin Large Larry Live. And our website has all of your audio and video components for the show. Welcome to our worldwide audience as we do our show from the Redline Computer Studios in Billings, Montana, West Billings. All kinds of blinds and Billings. Quickie first temperature check, 36 in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com, cellular blinds, looking for vertical blinds or those woven woods, or if you have an idea how to dress up your window, but you need the experts, then talk to All Kinds of Blinds. And for security window film, All Kinds of Blinds has that for you as well. All Kinds of Blinds and Billings, All Kinds of Blinds, mt.com, and they have a great service area around the metropolitan area of Billings, Montana, too. All Kinds of Blinds, mt.com. Our replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage. We'll have the first look at the Billings Morning News coming up after a complete forecast on the way. livinlargelarry.com.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Montana Energy Summit continues in Billings. We'll have details on that coming up here at livinlargelarry.com. On YouTube this morning, still have a chance for rain showers and snow showers scattered for the rest of the week here in Billings. Our forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, offering 30 years of experience in concrete remodeling, roofing, and siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Bratton on Facebook. About a 40% chance for showers between today and into Friday morning, with temperatures gradually warming up to the low to mid 50s for today through Friday. And then actually on Friday afternoon could be up to 61, close to 70 for the upcoming weekend in Billings, Montana for Saturday and Sunday. Our forecast on the show at livinlargelarry.com. It is underwritten by Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. Listen to your needs, and Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria and in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, 1925 Grand Avenue, MontanaProperty.com. And from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, a first look at the Billings Morning News coming up. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temperature check, 36.
The man with the most energy in radio commercials ever, it's Jay Johansson, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Wow, that was a breathful for me, sir.
655-3668, Larry. I tell you what, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm here to lay it out. Truth is the truth, and I got to come clean with everything.
All right.
You've heard me on the radio.
Yeah.
Doing my thing for 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue, 655-3668. That's my phone number.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yes, sir.
We're number one.
I know, you're number one.
We're number one. We're not number two. We're the number one shoe store in Billings. If you want great customer service, if you want someone that's going to care how your feet feel, not next month, but in 3 months, you need to come to 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot, for top quality customer service. Larry, you know what we're going to actually do?
What's that?
You know what we're going to actually do?
Yeah, Jay,
I'm going to measure your foot. Yeah, I'm going to do something really crazy.
All right, yeah, crazy.
And I'm not going to ask somebody their shoe size. I'm going to measure their feet. And then we're going to use the footprint technology. We're going to take the human element completely out of it, see what kind of foot you got, and put the exact kind of shoes on your feet that you need. And then not only that, Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio, we also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s. that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
The Athlete's Foot Billings on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
3839 Grand Avenue, Billings. The Athlete's Foot.
The promise from Brown's Automotive in Billings to continue communications. It's been happening for over 60 years in Billings. Brown's Auto Service on Broadwater. Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th in Billings. 2 downtown locations of Brown's Automotive, the Automatic Transmission Company, 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North, and Brown's Rebuild Center downtown at 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Brown's Automotive. Brown's Auto, Billings.com.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
And coming up on the show, Livin' Large Larry Live today at livinlargelarry.com on TuneIn, smartphone app as well for your Androids or your iPhones. Also on YouTube every morning. YouTube actually becomes the podcast after we do the live portion of the show. You can access all that stuff at one place now, livinlargelarry.com. Never a G on Livin when you log on, livinlargelarry.com. And one of our, when we first launched back in November, one of our music directors, if you will, Chandler P. from Bend, Oregon, and he is on tour. He's a young rap artist, and he is truly an artist. He's heading to Billings. He's from Bend, Oregon, and I've known Chan since he was a little kid. Watched him grow up. He grew up with my kids. He'll be in Billings at the Rail Yard Sunday, this coming Sunday, April 3rd, for a show with a whole bunch of local Billings area artists as well. So Chandler P. and he provides some of our music themes for news and information on the show. And we'll have a talk with Chandler P. as he's on his Westbound and Down tour in Billings, Montana, on his docket for this weekend here in Billings. That's coming up. Meantime, first look at the Billings Morning News. Supporters rallied on the Yellowstone County Courthouse lawn on Tuesday to promote clean energy alternatives for the future. Northern Plains Resource Council sponsored what they're calling Clean Energy Rally and Energy Strategy for the 21st Century. As many as 30 people held up signs that sent a clear message to Senator Steve Daines and his supporters. The rally came only hours ahead of Daines' 3-day energy conference, which kicked off on Tuesday here in Billings at the formerly known as the Holiday Inn Grand is now the Radisson. Several speakers from different local organizations spoke out against why they say is Daines' support for fossil fuel industry, and that's that energy summit for Montana continues here in Billings through tomorrow, through Thursday. We gather some of our news sources from KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette. At times also utilize the last best news. Montana regulators have ordered Northwest Energy to refund customers $8.24 million that the state's largest power company charged when it had to buy electricity on the open market following a 2013 outage of the Colstrip power plant, the coal plant, on a 3-2 vote on Tuesday morning. The Montana Public Service Commission said Northwestern failed to take prudent actions to protect customers against the financial exposure from such a massive outage. The plant was out of commission for about 6 months. After equipment malfunctioned during maintenance work, the Commission's order will likely be issued coming up next month in May. Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks say a wolf pack that has killed cattle in the Stillwater Valley will be lethally removed. Bob Gibson, he's with the Montana FWP, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, says the Rosebud pack has become problematic. Gibson says over the past year, the pack has killed several cattle in the Stillwater Valley. He says the latest kill happened last Friday on a private ranch between Absaroka and Roscoe. Gibson says the U.S. Wildlife Service will lethally remove the pack, which he says has about 6 wolves in it. And that's a first look at the Billings Morning News on the show, Livin' Large Larry Live at livinlargelarry.com, and all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Quickie temperature check. Mixture of some rain, some snow. No accumulation as of yet this morning, but it's 36, low 50s in Billings today. Expanded forecast, click on the weather button at our website, along with check us out on YouTube this morning there too, livinlargelarry.com. Couponing is back, and how would you like to look at a coupon magazine that's larger than the palm of your hands? Real sized Hometown Values coupon magazine. There's one built and issue out for your area in and around Billings and Laurel. Hometown Values, shop the original. Inside, practical couponing, hometown values, and log on to myhometownvalues.com. Check out the new Heights issue of Hometown Values. Trained barbers and your hair. Jim and Austin's Barbershop at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. And trained barbers. Jim and Austin's Barbershop. $10 haircuts. 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Proud sponsors of the 2016 Billings Wolves. Find them on Facebook.
Livin Large Larry Live.
And we broadcast each morning, Monday through Friday, from the Red Line Computer Studios across from Goodwill next to the Wave Car Wash off of King and 29th Street in West Billings, Montana, the Red Line Computer Studios. And the What's Going On segment from Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection at bighorninspection.com. The Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA is coming up. The day is Saturday, April 30th from 11 to 2. The Billings Family YMCA. They'll have the Wolves there signing autographs. There's no joiners fees for that day. And a $50 coupon off of campus and lots of fun activities to do. It is free as well at the Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA. Again, April 30th, the Billings Family YMCA downtown. Also, April 30th is the annual Walk MS in Billings at the St. John's campus off of Shiloh. Walk begins at 10 a.m. and they'll walk Rain or Shine for the MS Walk. Again, that's coming up on April 30th. The Chamber Breakfast is coming up on Thursday, the 31st of March, 7 to 9 at Metro Park. And tickets for tables, you can call and see if there's any tables left for $450. And there's single seating available. Contact the Billings Chamber as Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger will be the keynote speaker at this year's Chamber Breakfast. Billings Chamber is 245-4111 in Billings. The Laurel Urban Renewal Agency is seeking business applicants for improvements in the city's downtown tax increment financing district. If you want to know more, contact Laurel City Planner Noel Eaton, 628-4796, 406-628-4796. And Girl Scout cookie season has been going on for about a month and a half, and booth sales continue through the 17th of April. Expect delivery on your Girl Scout cookies in April. And don't forget, the Billings Library will host a retirement planning program for adults and older adults on April 1st. It's coming Friday. The program will be held in the Billings Public Library Community Room from 3:30 to 5 p.m. at the Billings Public Library. You can call 657-8255. And that's what's going on. From Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com. Our Billings, Montana area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors at 1925 Grand Avenue. She has a long-time reputation of ethical business practices and attention to detail. Your details. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. Still a chance for some showers in the form of some rain, maybe mixed with some snow, and even a couple of inches of accumulation between now and Thursday night late. Things start to warm up, though. 50s for today and tomorrow, and for Friday, 61. Closer to 70 for the weekend coming up in Billings on Saturday and Sunday. Billings area forecast, an extended look at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Meantime, it is courtesy of Broughton Construction and Home Repair. There's no job too big or too small, and always reasonable pricing for home maintenance and repairs. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Braton. Search them out on Facebook. In our visit with Chandler P. from Bend, Oregon. Chandler P. Music. You can check out some artistic work on SoundCloud. Search him out, Chandler P. And he'll be heading to Billings for a show at the Rail Yard coming up this Sunday, April 3rd. The Rail Yard in downtown Billings. We had a taped visit as he was on his tour bus yesterday. We'll play that back for you coming up here. livinlargelarry.com on YouTube. Fitness is found in many things. Working out, also through Cryotherapy. N2 Cryotherapy in Billings since last July, and the business has really expanded. Talk to Cindy Graff and her crew at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4, and N2Cryo.com for details, a little history about what cryotherapy is, how it'll help you. And right now she's got a great contingent of athletes, and we're talking from middle school to high school to the professional ranks as well. Ask her about it. N2 Cryotherapy, and ask for the introductory offer as well. N2Cryo.com. You can set up an appointment online as well. And Cindy Graff via taped visit yesterday. Stopped by N2 Cryotherapy on the way to my afternoon radio show, KGHL, here in Billings from 3 to 6. Stopped by N2 Cryotherapy, and we'll play back our interview segments with Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy on this show this morning as well, all at livinlargelarry.com and the TuneIn smartphone app. Had the Quick Spa ladies in late last week, talking of all they do at Quick Spa. Truly that, and it's full service salon and spa, colon hydrotherapy, spray tans that time of year, permanent makeup, if you're thinking about that. Carrie has the best massages in town, deep tissue, hot stone, body wraps, and Jamie Sue, a natural artist on your nails, gel polish, paraffin wax, nail art, all at Quick Spa, 2348 Grand Avenue, quick-spa.com. Check them out online.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
All of our recorded segments we play back on the show, livinlargelarry.com, courtesy of Keystone Mortgage in downtown Billings. We broadcast from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings. Our replay sponsor on Livin' Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North. They're right across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number. You're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
All right, Chan the man, Chandler Price, Chandler P. I watched this kid grow up. How old are you now, Chan?
I am 20 years old, living large.
Man, since high school, you've done a lot with your life. Talk about a little bit about your career and how you got started in doing what you do, Chandler P. Music and all.
Well, basically, when I started, it was more just my brother kind of influencing me on what, I wanted my music to sound like, kind of, and I didn't really get into it until I heard him start making it. So I was like, why not give this a shot? And, from there, it just kind of took to all my friends and built a small fan base and band, and kind of grew from there. And now we're out traveling, touring, and everything, and staying in hotels and all that stuff. I add miles onto the car,
Yeah, living the dream. And I know, and Connor is actually a couple of years older than you, so you had a chance to actually learn from him, I guess, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're best friends, and he's my big brother. I always have love for him, and he has fantastic music. He has the other side of music that people don't really, they don't understand as much. As an artist myself and being his big brother, it's really cool to hear his side of the music,
Yeah, well, the growth of Chandler P. I mean, Bend is your base, and you got a great fan base there. Of course, you grew up in Bend, but now you're on the road. From your first tour to present time, and you're heading to Billings here at the Rail Yard coming up this Sunday. But from when you started to where you are today, how has the growth affected you and your growing team that you have with you?
The people I have with me, I've grown up with, lots of people surrounding me, and these are the kind of people that I'd like to, bring on the road with me. They keep me on my toes. They make sure to make the mood light all the time and make sure I'm not taking everything too seriously, but also we do get work done, and we have to make sure that we're very disciplined about waking up, getting on the road, doing all this stuff, and making sure we sound good to the audience, our fans, and the new people that are hopefully going to be fans after we're done performing.
Well, Carrie and I, and of course our boys, Bobby and Devin, we were in Bend, Oregon a couple of years ago until you guys performed. We had an absolute blast hanging with your mom and dad who came to the concert, and your little sister as well. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was not expecting you guys to have as much fun as you guys did, and you said you did. And I'm really happy you guys came out and showed love and came with your two boys, who I absolutely miss right now.
Yeah, you'll see them when you get to Billings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, looking forward to it. April 3rd, Rail Yard. It's Chandler P. And who did you bring with you this time on the Westbound and Down tour?
The Westbound and Down tour includes my friends Dubs and F. Dot, as well as the locals out there, Jay and Craze, 5150, and my boy James Young. And, it's about to be a crazy show. There's going to be lots of energy, going to be hopefully packing out the venue. I'm just there. I'm just really excited to come down to Billings.
Glad to have you in town coming up on Sunday, April 3rd, Rail Yard, downtown Billings. And what time does Chandler P. go on stage?
I will hopefully be on around 10, but I think doors will be at 8. And, I've heard the music from the locals and stuff, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys have time to catch that, I would definitely suggest it.
Let's get some marketing out for Chandler P. Where can you find some of your music right now online?
You can follow me on SoundCloud. You can just search Chandler P. You can Google my name, Chandler P. But also, if you want to follow me on the road as far as what I'm posting, you can go to my Instagram, my Twitter, at Chandler P Music, all one word. And, yeah, everything will be there. Also, YouTube, you can find me on there. Search Chandler P, and I will be on there.
Give us not the whole tour dates, but after you leave Billings after April 3rd, where do you go the next couple of stops after your stop in Billings for the Westbound and Down tour?
We will be in L.A., Riverside,
cool.
And then we'll be up to Oregon for our last 5 dates. And, I'll be headlining back in Bend, and I'm just really excited that we get to do this and travel through all these cities and meet new people.
I just can't believe that little Chandler Price, and when I knew Chandler, he was like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years old. You had big, curly, blonde locks and stuff, and now you're a big showbiz star now.
Yeah, absolutely. We all got to go and find out what we love to do, and I'm glad I found it.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Chandler. Very proud of you in Billings. You've been to Billings many times to visit our boys. They keep calling them boys, but they're young men like you. But you have a fan base here in Billings. Looking forward to seeing you out here at Rail Yard this Sunday, April 3rd, with Chandler P. and his friends on the Westbound and Down tour. Looking forward to it, sir.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, Chandler P. We'll see you this weekend.
All right.
All kinds of blinds locally here in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com for mini blinds or the Roman shades. If you want to see a variety of vertical blinds that will fit in your home or your business, then Bobby Gray and All Kinds of Blinds is the answer. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. Check out the Starbucks in the Heights, Starbucks on Grand, for the work that Bobby Gray has done with all kinds of blinds at their locations. A couple of Taco Treat locations on Grand and Heights as well. Fred's Appliance is one of the most recent jobs done by Bobby Gray. And all kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. And more of the Billings Morning News coming up. Complete weather forecast as well, an expanded look, always at livinlargelarry.com. And thanks for hanging out with us from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana, and on the TuneIn smartphone app and live on YouTube this morning at the website. Smart Strand Forever Clean, the world's toughest carpet, and it is available at Rimrock Flooring on Central Avenue. RimrockFlooringMT.com, as Mark Wotan and his staff are into year number 2 of doing business in the flooring industry in Billings. Rimrock Flooring, RimrockFlooringMT.com. 1440 Central Avenue. Ask about Smart Strand. Swiss Trax Inc. offers a practical and modern alternative to standard concrete and epoxy garage flooring and garage floor tiles as well. Swiss Trax. Look at the samples at Rimrock Flooring in Billings. Trained barbers and your hair. Jim and Austin's Barbershop at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. And trained barbers. Jim and Austin's Barbershop. $10 haircuts, 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Proud sponsors of the 2016 Billings Wolves. Find them on Facebook. Well into tax season, and hopefully you're feeling at ease. My family and workers feel at ease as we use Woods Accounting for our taxes. Lisa Woods, Woods Accounting, woodsaccounting.com. She'll educate you on what the 50 new tax laws are just approved for the 2016 tax season. If that's one of your anxieties, filing dates, he'll inform you of filing dates as well. Any questions related to the IRS? Maybe you received a state letter last year, and maybe you received one this year as well. Lisa Woods, Woods Accounting, can help you through it. Woods Accounting does payroll as well. woodsaccounting.com.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
Our locale is Billings, Montana, on the World Wide Web, and we have streamers from all over the world, literally from Germany, Japan, Russia, and Asia, all over the place, all over the U.S. as well. And we appreciate you being with us each and every morning and catching us on our podcast after the live portion, all at livinlargelarry.com and on TuneIn as well, your smartphone app. All kinds of blinds and Billings. Quickie temperature check, 35. It'll warm up today. Still have a chance for rain showers and snow showers scattered for the rest of the week here in Billings. Our forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, offering 30 years of experience in concrete remodeling, roofing, and siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Bratton on Facebook. About a 40% chance for showers between today and into Friday morning, with temperatures gradually warming up to the low to mid 50s for today through Friday. And then actually on Friday afternoon it could be up to 61, close to 70 for the upcoming weekend in Billings, Montana for Saturday and Sunday. Our forecast on the show at livinlargelarry.com. It is underwritten by Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. Listen to your needs, and Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria and in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, 1925 Grand Avenue, MontanaProperty.com. The promise from Brown's Automotive in Billings to continue communications. It's been happening for over 60 years in Billings. Brown's Auto Service on Broadwater. Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th in Billings. 2 downtown locations of Brown's Automotive, the Automatic Transmission Company, 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North, and Brown's Rebuild Center downtown at 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Brown's Automotive, BrownsAutoBillings.com.
Call or email your Livin' Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
The Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, brought to you by the Billings Extreme Football kickoff Saturday at Dallas at 2 p.m. BillingsExtreme.com, XTREME. An anti-bullying bill passed last year by the Montana legislature mandates all school districts to have a policy in place, but offers little direction in what it should include. Following the recent suicides of several students in eastern Montana, parents have been packing school meetings while school officials have been scrambling to stay on top of their bullying procedures. A recently published paper examines why bison attacks spiked last year in Yellowstone National Park and suggests that the use of cell phone cameras may be partly to blame. That's the theory raised by Kara Cherry, a Centers for Disease Control and Prevention investigator assigned to the National Park Service. With the short focal length of cell phones and the increase in the social activity of posting photos while traveling, people may be ignoring park warnings about keeping their distance from bison. And if you're traveling, the National Weather Service in Great Falls has issued a winter weather advisory for elevations above 5,000 feet across southwest Montana. Accumulations of 2 to 5 inches of snow are expected, and northeast winds of 15 to 25 miles an hour may cause areas of blowing snow. This could go through Wednesday at noon. Randy Hood has filed a suit with the Human Rights Bureau regarding its hiring practices. The 56-year-old former Montana State Chief Public Defender filed a complaint with the Montana Department of Labor and Industry, alleging discrimination against her due to her age, when she was passed over for a position by 2 younger people. Wolves have been blamed for the deaths of 2 yearling heifers on a ranch near the southern Montana town of Absaroka, prompting state wildlife officials to set snares near the cattle carcasses. The cattle deaths were reported last Friday. The wolves are believed to be from the same rosebud pack that killed a yearling on a neighboring ranch back in January. The pack has also been held responsible for the deaths of 2 calves last year. 44 cattle were killed by wolves in Montana last year, and 14 were injured. The Missoula County Fairgrounds Advisory Committee will wait for funding parameters for the new Missoula County Fairgrounds to find out where everything will go on the 46-acre grounds. Plans are moving ahead to form a fair events board, one reminiscent of the former fair board that was actually disbanded in 2007. Mick McMullen, CEO of Stillwater Mining Company, has agreed to a contract extension through the end of the year 2018. His annual base pay will remain at $712,000, same as his previous contract that would have expired at the end of the year. A jury of 7 women and 5 men will decide over the next 5 days whether a Montana legislator took illegal and unreported corporate contributions during his 2010 election campaign. A special attorney general says Art Wittich knew or had to have known what the groups affiliated with the National Right to Work Committee were doing on his behalf. Wittich denies any wrongdoing. And a state judge is allowing additional charges to be filed against a woman in Hardin who was serving a 20-year prison term for her role in a 6-year-old girl's death. Kirsten Oldbull is charged with assaults on Kiki Hogan for injuries the girl suffered, including burns, bruises, and a cracked rib. And that's the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. Brought to you by the Billings Extreme Football Team. They play their first game of the year April 2nd, this coming Saturday at Dallas Wendy's Field in Billings. 1 p.m. for the Gates. Kickoff at 2 p.m. for the Billings Extreme. BillingsExtreme.com. Extreme spelled Xtreme.
We broadcast from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana, and Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com on YouTube this morning, and the TuneIn smartphone app, the Redline Computer Studios. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Quickie temperature check in 36. Complete forecast coming up for you.
Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio. We also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was announcing the Billings Wolves on field the other night, and 2 young adults says, "Hey, cool Jordans. Where can I go to get those?" I said, "Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King."
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one Livin Large Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They just happen to be out of Europe. Believe it or not, this planet is big. Check them out, Intersport. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, Livin Large Larry, keep it up. Go Billings Wolves. Love it that we got that football back in town. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook, the Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Still have a chance for rain showers and snow showers scattered for the rest of the week here in Billings. Our forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, offering 30 years of experience in concrete remodeling, roofing, and siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Bratton on Facebook. About a 40% chance for showers between today and into Friday morning, with temperatures gradually warming up to the low to mid 50s for today through Friday. And then actually on Friday afternoon could be up to 61, close to 70 for the upcoming weekend in Billings, Montana for Saturday and Sunday. Our forecast on the show at livinlargelarry.com. It is underwritten by Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. Listen to your needs, and Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria and in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, 1925 Grand Avenue, MontanaProperty.com. a true coupon book, a coupon magazine, and it's actually the size that you can actually read through and see what's offered and see the prices. Practical couponing with Hometown Values Savings Magazine. And maybe you've seen it. It comes through the mail to your house. Don't toss it. There's the Hometown Values magazine for each section of Billings and Laurel. Look for it. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. And the most recent issues have been mailed to you. Check them out. Give them a try. Hometown Values. A nice talk with Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy here in Billings. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West. I'll replay that coming up in a second here for you from the Redline Computer Studios. We're located in West Billings, Montana. It's across the street from the Goodwill store and next to the Wave Car Wash. LivinLargeLarry.com. In your replay visits we have and interviews, courtesy of Keystone Mortgage in downtown Billings. Our replay of segments on LivinLargeLarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
Not just for cryotherapy, but Cindy Graff, owner and proprietor, if you will. And I just like coming into your store, which I am in for the second week in a row, just kind of hanging out, just talking into cryotherapy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We got a couple new things coming on and on board with us, and we're very excited about it.
Can I say one thing, and this will lead you into your duo freeze. I saw on Facebook that Carrie's picture and my picture are next to your chamber. That looks pretty cool. Thanks for doing that.
Yes, I thought you would enjoy that because the perfect duo is you and Carrie.
Well, thank you. That was great to
And
see.
so we're doing our duo freeze now on Tuesdays, now through the end of April. So come on in. That's two people, two freezes for $75.
Wow, that's a great discount.
It is. It's $55 off regular price, so no excuses now. Come on, folks. Bring somebody along and go ahead and do a duo freeze. It'll take about, 20-25 minutes for the two of you to get through.
And that's a unique, talk about a unique date. That's a pretty cool date.
It is a great date, and actually, you can come with your coworker, you can come with your friends or your spouse or whoever, but, it's always more fun when you have two or more people because you're always cheering each other on and making sure the other one goes as long as you do. So
exactly. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4, n2cryo.com. And more sports to talk about in relation to N2 Cryotherapy here in Billings. I know Cindy Graff's a huge football fan. You are excited to be part of the sponsorship package for the Billings Extreme.
Yes, I am. I have partnered up with them, and we will have tickets here, discount tickets right here at the store at N2 Cryotherapy for you to buy. Come on in and get them. We have a game this weekend, Saturday. Already.
We're at Dallas, yeah.
Yep, going to start, and we're going to be there with our information also. So come by and see us at our table.
So
it's going to be really exciting.
Will you be in the parking lot or down off the field area, or?
Yeah, probably. Someone said to go by the concession stand, so that's where, or the bathrooms. That's where everybody has to go. But yeah, I'll be hanging around there somewhere with my information, and of course watching the game. I'm very excited. First game is Saturday. The gates open at 1 at Dallas, and the game starts at 2.
And I did check out the uniforms for the Billings Extreme, and there are 2 shades of blue. Log on to BillingsExtreme.com. That's XTREME, by the way.
Yes, it's spelled with an X instead of an E, so make sure you just don't put that E in there. Go check it out. Their Facebook page, too, has a lot of stuff on it, so make sure you check that out, and I'll be passing around stuff about the team on my Facebook page, so make sure you follow us, too.
How are your MMA fighters doing after the big Bighorn Resorts match a couple weeks ago?
They have come in and visited with me, and we're staying with them as sponsors for the next fight in May.
All right, we talk baseball and softball season coming up, talking about, catering to athletes through anti-cryotherapy. There you go, 2 more sports coming up.
That is right. Did you say track and field also?
Track and field, yeah.
Because I already had a couple of the West High kids in for track and field, and they're going to be using the cryo chamber for recovery for that.
I can imagine that, people that do track, that this is the perfect answer for therapy, anti-cryotherapy.
It is, because they work out really hard, they practice really hard, and this will flush all that lactate acid out of their muscles and get everything ready to go and pumped up to go for another workout. So
I do want to thank you for putting anti-cryotherapy packages in the Connoisseur Radio auction recently.
yes, in fact, we just got done with that, and we sold all 6 certificates. I already had one guy come in yesterday and start using his, and he gave us a 10 out of 10 on our referral, so that's great.
One of those packages is ours. We won the bid. Yeah.
Well, that's good, because I know you guys will use them, and you really appreciate it. So, and I know Carrie loves it. So, and especially if she is going to be training now with the
Derby Girls.
The Derby Girls.
Mustache Dolls. Yeah.
She is going to want to come down and take care of some muscle strain.
All right, Cindy Graff, N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, n2cryo.com. We'll get together next week.
All right, sounds really good.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
Livin' Large Larry live. Livin' Large Larry.
Aren't even really hitting the bangs unevenly? Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man!
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org/MT, a public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Our Billings, Montana area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors at 1925 Grand Avenue. She has a long-time reputation of ethical business practices and attention to detail. Your details. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. Still a chance for some showers in the form of some rain, maybe mixed with some snow, and even a couple of inches of accumulation between now and Thursday night late. Things start to warm up, though. 50s for today and tomorrow, and for Friday, 61. Closer to 70 for the weekend coming up in Billings on Saturday and Sunday. Billings area forecast, an extended look at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Meantime, it is courtesy of Broughton Construction and Home Repair. There's no job too big or too small, and always reasonable pricing for home maintenance and repairs. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Braton. Search them out on Facebook.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
The Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, presented to you by Billings Extreme Football, as in XTREME. Billings Extreme take to the field, Daly Stadium against Great Falls coming up this Saturday, April 2nd. Gates open up at 1 and kickoff at 2. The Billings Extreme, billingsextreme.com. The Hardin woman convicted of criminal endangerment for the death of a 6-year-old girl pleaded not guilty to 7 new charges on Tuesday morning. Kirsten Oldbull now faces 2 counts of aggravated assault, 4 counts of assault on a minor, and 1 count of criminal child endangerment for Kiamora or Kiki Hogan's death back in 2015. Hogan died from severe head trauma. The new charges follow Old Bull's sentencing in February following a plea agreement that outraged many family and other supporters. Old Bull was previously charged with deliberate homicide for the death of Hogan, but pleaded to a lesser charge, criminal endangerment and obstructing justice. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison in February. Donald Trump claims trade with Mexico and China is killing America's middle class. Corporate America says that's false. Manufacturing jobs in the U.S. actually increased in the years after the North American Free Trade Agreement with Mexico and Canada went into effect in 1994. But the story changed dramatically in 2000. Since then, the U.S. has shed 5 million manufacturing jobs, a fact that opponents of free trade mention often. Over 12 million Americans still work in manufacturing. 3 members of the law enforcement community in Billings and Yellowstone County were recognized on Tuesday at the Crown Plaza for their services. The Downtown Exchange Club of Billings sponsored the luncheon in support of the 58th National Crime Prevention Program. The program is designed to honor outstanding law enforcement officers from the Billings community who have excelled in their jobs during the past year. So Officer David Firebaugh of the Billings Police Department, Deputy Charles Moffitt of the Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office, and Trooper David Morris of the Montana Highway Patrol were honored on Tuesday afternoon. The men were nominated as Officers of the Year by their individual departments. For the recognition, each officer was presented with a revolver by the Downtown Billings Exchange Club for their service in law enforcement. For some of our news stories on the Billings Morning News, we look through KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette. The Miles City Brand Inspector and the Custer County Sheriff's Office are searching for a suspect who shot and killed 3 donkeys. Vic Ameni said the donkeys named Mia, Molly, and Peppy wandered off his property and headed toward nearby railroad tracks. When he and his nephew went to retrieve the animals, they found blood in the road. And then they found Mia shot between the eyes and dragged into a draw. Peppy was found across the road with numerous bullet wounds, already dead. And shortly later, they found Molly shot in the neck and stomach, but still alive and suffering. And many said they put her down. If you have information about the shootings, you're asked to call the Miles City Brand Inspector at 234-4316. 234-4316 if you can help out. Red Lodge Mountain announced it would close earlier than originally planned due to record low snowfall. Red Lodge's marketing and sales director Jeff Carroll now said that without some snowpack, there simply wasn't a reason to stay open. However, over the last couple of weeks, Carroll said storms dropped multiple feet of snow on the mountain. They made the decision to reopen for one final weekend this coming weekend, April 2nd and 3rd. All lift tickets normally $53 this weekend. The price is $35 for the final weekend. A Minnesota company is making national headlines for a gun that's not even on the market yet. The startup Monticello company called Ideal Conceal is getting a lot of attention for its double-barrel .380 caliber handgun. The reason why, the gun is designed to look just like a cell phone. CEO Kirk Jelberg said he got the idea for the gun at a restaurant after getting his permit to carry, realizing he'd like it to be more concealed. There actually is a link if you want to click on it. Just log on to color8.com. Interesting concept. And about 2,000 customers were without power in Billings on Tuesday. Not real sure of the cause. And the crews have not discovered the cause as of press time either. That is the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. We are on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app. And the Billings Morning News, a presentation of the Billings Extreme football team. They are back in Billings Dalis Wendy's Field this Saturday, first game of the season, April 2nd, Saturday, 1 p.m. Gates, 2 p.m. kickoff, the Billings Extreme against Great Falls. It's billingsextreme.com, and you spell extreme Xtreme.
Billings Extreme this coming weekend. Livin Large Larry live, livinlargelarry.com, and we'll be going into podcast here in a second. The YouTube becomes our podcast. Just want to thank you for streaming us today. Appreciate that, and log back on when you can and check us out on the TuneIn smartphone app if you have a chance. I also do a second radio show in the afternoons here in Billings from KGHL Radio AM 790, the Mighty 790, and mighty790.com, and they're also on the TuneIn smartphone app. So check me out, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., KGHL Radio. Meantime, from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana, thanks again for being here, and I'll see you around town.